when I started covering the advertising industry about a decade ago, there was a lot of hand-wringing about tech versus creativity, and it was seen as a versus, and you were in one camp or the other. Fast forwarding to 2022, what is the modern relationship between creativity and tech? And can we officially, excuse me, can we officially call it a marriage rather than a battle?
Talked a lot about this and argued this with a lot of friends from a what they would probably consider a more purist, creative, what I call creative background. I think it's always been sort of nonsense, but now it's preposterous. And the reason I say that is like technology is the modern language of creativity. It probably always has been to some degree. I'm not sure there's an element over the last 100 years where the creative at the moment hasn't been an integral part of the creative expression of whatever, whether not just in marketing, but like in life. And so this idea that technology is competing with the traditional creative is like a sort of a bit of a Luddite kind of thing, I think. And spending 10 years at Facebook, getting to work inside a tech company as a creative person, there wasn't a lot of creative, like, people had hard degrees and things, and there was me with like me, and being a copywriter is very strange. And they're really bright. But what I found working with a lot of particularly computer science people, like product, people right in it, was they're very like creative people. They're just way brighter, and they studied harder, and they went to good colleges. You know what I mean? But they're the same. They're super focused on building. They're super focused on eliminating bullshit from dialogue, code wins arguments, putting things out there. It's like it was very similar culture around imagination and seeing things other people couldn't see, and then putting those ideas into action by making something. So this making, building, not theorizing culture was very aligned with the creative culture. They just approached it from a very different way. In a more practical sense, in terms of technology and creativity, is again sort of like tech stacks. They're tools. Everything's a tool. I was talking with Kofi about DALL-E and AI and things that are going to give us empowerment to do jobs that can free someone to concentrate on more interesting things are going to be good. And the thing about technology, and I saw this across anything we build on Facebook, any ad form, it will be like, we've come up with this amazing thing that can do X, Y, and Z. It's incredible. Well, if everyone can do it, creativity is the thing that differentiates and unlocks the value. So if everyone's got this thing that does X, that's an open playing field for creativity. So how do we do that in an unexpected way? So we had a thing for years called the Facebook Awards, and you'd see like we'd release some part of the API or some form, and then you'd stand back and watch the creative community go, aha, you thought we were going to do this with it, but we did this amazing thing that made people smile. We did a story of a girl in the Holocaust. That we did something that no one, including the people who designed the product, thought it was going to be used for. And that's the beauty of it, is people using and building in unexpected ways what you can do with this paint and canvas. That's the attitude I have to everything new, including when people talk about the metaverse, or they talk about like, oh, we're going to do this. It's like, fantastic. What's actually useful? What's purposeful? What's interesting? What can we actually do with it? It's just paint and canvas. And you've got to learn how to use it. You've got to learn how people want you to use it, and then you've got to think about interesting ways to do it, all in service of people, all in like why. And again, I'm echoing our first speaker, so I apologize for that. But like, why is this going to be in service of people?